Wow. 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 Thank you all so much for tuning into my channel. I love you all so much. Fantastic day. I had a game this morning. Came back. Ate some breakfast. Watched the first half. I got the footage. I got my live reaction to Phil Foden's first goal. It should be coming out as a short. But my camera actually died for the first time in this channel's history. And you know what? I said, okay, you know what? I'm not going to fake these reactions because I don't do that. I went downstairs and I watched the second half with my family, with my parents, and I watched the celebrations, the trophy celebrations. Absolutely exquisite. Now, before I talk about Manchester City, I want to highlight three different things. First thing I want to talk about is to West Ham. It's a very simply fantastic game. I really want to highlight the performance of Mohamed Kudus. Absolute phenom of a player. I know we're looking into Lucas Paqueta, but Mohamed Kudus, though, wow, absolutely stunning player. If I was a West Ham fan, I would do everything I possibly can to let the club know never to let this guy go ever. Absolute phenom of a player. Second thing I want to say is to Arsenal. Any Arsenal fans watching this, by the way, this video, no cuts, no edits, real conversation. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna be making any cuts to this because why would I? Pure from the heart, passion, all the above. To any Arsenal fan watching this, regardless of all the banter that you see from channels, from me even, from anybody, it was an honor and a privilege to fight amongst you. Fantastic team, a very young core group of players, sensational players all across the board. Arsenal, you will win the Premier League very soon. I am 100% sure of it. It may not have been this year because this may come as a shock, but I actually predicted Arsenal to win the title in my prediction video at the beginning of this season because I thought that the shortcomings of the year before would propel them mentally. But again, they just came up just a tiny bit short again. No big deal. There's always next year. I definitely know what it's like to lose, to come this close, and we won our 8th title, and it just feels as magical, as vibrant, as stupendous as the first one. I'll never get bored of winning trophies, especially trophies as grand as this one. So, third thing I want to say is to Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. Wow. Spoke to a couple of my friends who are Liverpool fans. Some of them even congratulated me via text. I got nothing to say, but wow. Sensational speech from Jurgen Klopp, and they were all telling me how incredibly emotional they were, feeling a little bit empty inside. We City fans might feel the same way come end of 2025 when Pep Guardiola leaves, albeit not 100% guaranteed. But yeah, Jurgen Klopp, incredible adversary, pound for pound, one of the best managers I've ever seen in my life, and I'll never ever forget his passion. I'll never forget his strength, his mentality. I'll never forget these things. Yes, you can clip things that make him look bad, but at the end of the day, Jurgen Klopp is one of the greats, one of the best managers of our generation. So let's talk about Manchester City. I'm going to go straight, just talk about each player. First of all, Stefan Ortega. I thought his distribution today was really good. Absolutely nothing he could have done with Mohamed Kudus. Stefan Ortega this season, beautiful. When he needs to step up, he steps up. Last game against Tottenham, if it wasn't for Stefan Ortega, we wouldn't be here today. This would not have been possible without Stefan Ortega. Yes, he didn't have the most exceptional game today, and the only reason is because we were so dominant. He did have that one save in the beginning, and, he wasn't, too worked this game. And, again, that's a testament to how dominant City were. Gvardiol, one of the up-and-coming young talents of world football, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is the next young defender who is actually worthy of having a Rolls-Royce nickname to him. Stunning player. Did you see him today? Calm, composed. He should have had a hat-trick. Erling Haaland, I don't know what the hell Erling Haaland was trying with that overhead kick. He was a little bit in front of the ball, but still, should have had a hat-trick today. He's on my FPL team, so I was kind of a little bit pissed about that. But again, I'm just kidding. Gvardiol, sensational player. I'm so excited to see how he develops for the next several years. Manu Akanji and Ruben Diaz. I'm going to do this as a pair. Solid today, absolutely solid today. Look, I'm not going to blame our defense or anybody for that Mohamed Kudus goal. Absolute phenom of a player, as I just said. Ruben Diaz, Akanji, sensational players, incredible season. Ruben Diaz, ladies and gentlemen, has been in this league for 4 years. He's never not won the Premier League title. Do you know how insane that is? He's been here for 4 years. He's won this 4 times. Kyle Walker, our captain today, hoisting the Premier League trophy. Incredible game by Kyle Walker today. I see some bursts of acceleration from Kyle Walker from positions from getting into condensed positions into positions of space, and that opens up the floodgates for the final third in terms of passing lanes, and that is a testament to his intelligence. Kyle Walker, yes, people consider him, people talk about his pace and his physicality, but his intelligence of the game has shown it's grown over the last several years. Rodri is next. Rodri is next. Wow. 1 second. Clutch player. 74 games unbeaten, the most in the history of the country. What can I say? He'll never get the recognition. Not from us, though, because every City fan knows he is the most important player in this Manchester City team. Last year and this year, the most important player. Clutch goal, clutch game, big game player, Rodri. Do I need to say anything else? No, I don't. Jeremy Doku today was absolutely superb. He didn't have the best start to life at City, but the last several weeks, the last two months or so, he's been putting on show after show. I will never forget his Real Madrid performance when he came on. Completely changed the game, changed the atmosphere. Yes, I know we lost at the end of the day, but still, it's penalties. So again, Jeremy Doku was absolutely sensational today. Kevin De Bruyne. Look, Kevin De Bruyne I thought was pretty good today. By his own standards, he was pretty good today. But if you judge him compared to some of the other players, he was great today. Ooh, he almost scored a goal. Fantastic save from Areola in that first half. He almost scored a goal. Bernardo Silva with 2 assists today. Big game player. We are going to miss this guy. I hope to God he stays. 30 years old. I don't know why you're going to go to Barcelona. They're not going to give you playing time. I don't know why. Don't go to Paris Saint-Germain. I don't know why he would. He already played in France with Monaco. Stay with us for a couple of years and then go to Portugal. I feel like that's the best option for both parties. Erling Haaland today. Look, Erling Haaland yet again had one of those days where he just didn't have it. He was getting into positions. He was scoring. Great positioning. Again, just that slight bit of touch and fortune. He could have scored a couple of goals today. I thought if he had scored that goal where from that pass from Bernardo Silva and Gvardiol squared it to Erling Haaland, if he had scored that goal, I would have said, yeah, that's a title there. First half, 3-1. Or was a 3-0 before they scored? Yeah, I think it was before they scored. Regardless, Golden Boot winner. People, you even call him a League 2 striker if you want. You're an idiot, in my opinion. So I'm in group chats right now, and what my friends are saying right now is what's being regurgitated all over Europe and all over the world. He can't play. He can't score. He's not a 5-star skiller. These people want FIFA strikers, my player strikers at the striker position. And because Erling Haaland can't do a rainbow flick, they're not going to give him the respect that he deserves. Moronic from people who don't actually watch football. They really, really don't. Erling Haaland is the only world-class striker in the last 20 years that I can think of. You know what? In my life, that gets criticism for scoring goals. Again, most hated club in the league. When you're big, you're big. Everybody talks about you. Phillip Foden. Yep. You all know that video that I made in the beginning of the season. I said he was world-class. I gave him that title already. Some of you disagreed, and 100% you were right to disagree at that time. But I saw something in him. I bought only one home jersey from this season, and obviously it has Phil Foden on the back because I knew this guy was going to have an absolutely stellar season. And there you go. Be sure to tune into my reaction to his first goal. It's pretty wild, not going to lie. Headphone users, beware, by the way. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Player of the season. Absolutely player of the season. Nothing more to be said. Exquisite game by Manchester City Football Club. Four-peating the league, winning the quintuple, and then four-peating the league. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be making a lot more videos. I'm gonna be making a lot more Twitter videos. You guys really, really love those kinds of videos. I'm gonna keep making them. I'm gonna make one for the Champions League final. I might, but definitely against this side because you know what? I'm gonna say it. Screw being humble. This is the best Premier League team I've ever seen in my life. This is the best Premier League team of all time, in my opinion. You see, City fans, we're not insufferable. We're not. We put our players in GOAT debates. We put our players in the best ever conversation in each position because they deserve it. Kevin De Bruyne is a 6-time champion. Foden is a 6-time champion. Walker is a 6-time champion. A lot of the players are 4, 5, 6-time champions. That's why they're the best in Premier League history. We got a lot of players here who are 100% going into the Hall of Fame. And it has been an absolute privilege to watch this team play. So thank you all so much for watching. Today has been nothing short of sensational. I got a lot of messages from a lot of friends, a lot of City fans. Wow, I am beyond the moon, beyond the blue moon in terms of happiness. I've got nothing more to say because there really isn't so much more to say about this team. Exquisite players, sensational manager, greatest team of all time. Thank you all so much for watching.